Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Before, I guess, we start immediately going into the second session, I just want to kind of reflect on the last 20 minutes during the break, where actually this workshop continued with a fascinating remarks, discussion between David Hausler, Jeremy Wolf, and Patty Brennan that went on. And I think it's the perfect bridge towards this session, which started off saying, like, we should think about this data sharing problem, not just into the bioscience, but cross-disciplinary, because data sharing is already happening everywhere. So maybe we can learn from data sharing from some other disciplines as well. And there was also a lot of discussion about training. And I think it's interesting because that's the perfect bridge to this session. So if we move on to the next slide, there are many researchers already sharing data across the world. So this is absolutely happening internationally. And I think it's interesting. There's a lot of debate about incentives. Why should researchers share their data? So we want to talk a little bit about that. How can we monitor and evaluate data sharing? And how can we therefore incentivize researchers? Why would data management plans work? And how can we establish some best practices and train them? Next slide, please. Ultimately, I think what we want is to have something like Professor Ricardo Sanchez Murillo, who says, we don't want data sitting in our desk. It used to be that people thought data is power, so we keep it. Researchers now think data is power, so we share it. And the way I read that is that data is like honey. Other researchers would love to work with you if you share your data. And that is what these researchers got. So how do we move forward? Thank God we have 4 great experts, next slide, that will have this discussion today. And I first want to give the word to Daniela Lowenberg from CDL, who's going to basically do a lightning talk. After that, Alberto Zigoni from Elsevier, again, a lightning talk on the same topic. What is the current state of data citation methods and tools? Quick discussion afterwards from our panel, who also consists of Bob Hainish from NIST, to think about their experience about data management plans and what does success look like. And last but not least, Elaine Martin from Countway Library at Harvard, who's going to discuss how can we actually help researchers, train them, and train the training. With that, I'd like to give the floor to Daniela Lowenberg.